news. Tension in Aroshuku as soldiers allegedly killed 5 Ipob members. The news details. There was tension in Aroshuku, Abia State on Thursday, as security operatives battled members of the indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob, in the area. An unconfirmed report added that 4 people suspected to be Ipob members feared killed in the imbroglio. Although the incident that led to the shooting has not been made official, a local source said that immediately the area got news about Ipob leader Ñnamdi Kanu had been brought to court in Abuja to face trial, some members of Ipob took to the street. The source said the Ipob members were in a jubilant mood that Kanu is alive, contrary to reports they had been getting about the safety of the separatist leader. But on arriving at the first bank axis of the town, the Ipob members were confronted by soldiers. Unconfirmed reports said that while the soldiers were engaging the Ipob members, who were in a procession, trouble ensued, and 5 members of the pro-Biafran group were gunned down. This was said to have caused pandemonium in Aroshuku as residents camped for safety. This happened in Aroshuku in Abia State. The people came out to jubilate that Ñnamdi Kanu is alive. They never believed that he is alive. They said until he is seen in court before they know that he is alive. That is why they said that the Monday sit-at-home order will not be cancelled until Ñnamdi Kanu is seen in the court for his trial. These people were seen on the streets, jubilating, happy, making merry that Ñnamdi Kanu is alive and the safety of the separatist leader. That they noticed that the leader is hale and healthy, he is safe and nothing happens to him. But on getting to the first bank axis of the town, they were confronted by soldiers. The soldiers who were engaging the Ipob members who were in procession. Before they knew it, trouble came in, and the soldiers shot down 5 members of the pro-Biafran group. This was said to have caused pandemonium. Since then, there was pandemonium in Aroshuku as residents camped for safety. Everybody ran helter-skelter for their lives when the soldiers started shooting the pro-Biafran group, who were jubilating, who were happy that their leader is alive, that their leader showed up in court. That was what they were doing. They did not do anything apart from that. But the soldiers came up and destroyed everything. No fewer than 5 members of the indigenous people of Biafra were feared dead in Aroshuku local government area of Abia State. The outlawed group who stormed the community to enforce sit-at-home order exchanged gunfire with soldiers. Recall that Ipob has announced a sit-at-home to protest the arrest and detention of its leader Ñnamdi Kanu. There was tension around the palace of Eziaru in Aroshuku local government area of Abia State, as soldiers and militants of the indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob, exchanged gunfire. Security sources confirmed to our correspondent that 5 members of the outlawed group fell to the superior firepower of the armed gang. The Ipob militants were said to have stormed the community to the enforced sit-at-home order declared by the outlawed group. Ipob had asked residents to remain indoors on days that Ñnamdi Kanu, its leader, is arraigned in court. A source said immediately residents of the area got news that Ipob leader had been brought to court, they took to the streets in celebration. On arriving the first bank axis of the town, the Ipob members exchanged gunfire with soldiers. The security source said 5 members of the pro-Biafran group bowed to the superior firepower of the troops. He said the gunshots caused pandemonium in Aroshuku as residents scuttled into nearby bushes. Recall that Ñnamdi Kanu, the Ipob leader, has ordered the sit-at-home today on his trial day. But the people, after they heard that Ñnamdi Kanu is in court for his trial, they were so happy. They had no choice than to express their happiness by coming outside and jubilate, show happiness. They are merry, not knowing that they are going to face gunfire with soldiers. And this happened today, and it was reported and confirmed that 5 pro-Biafran groups bowed to the superior firepower of the troops. 5 people were killed. Ñnamdi Kanu, who was seen in court for his trial, who was ALD, the people had no choice than to show off their happiness, although they had been obeying the sit-at-home order given to them by the Ipob leader. And the Ipob leader has already told them to sit at home today. But they had no other way than to express their happiness than coming outside to show it. This is coming when court takes another decision on Ñnamdi Kanu's case. The court has taken another decision on Ñnamdi Kanu's case. It was reported that Ñnamdi Kanu, leader of the outlawed indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob, has been taken back to the Department of State Services, DSS, custody. The Ipob leader was arraigned before a federal high court in Abuja on a 7-count charge. He had pleaded not guilty to the charges bordering on treasonable felony and terrorism. Binta Nyako has adjourned the matter to November 10, and the Ipob leader was whisked out of the court in a convoy of white Hilux van. Ñnamdi Kanu, whose trial was on the 21st of October 2021, was seen to have pleaded guilty He has pleaded not guilty to the charges bordering on treasonable felony and terrorism. He said he's not involved in terrorism. He's not a terrorist. He does not do what is against the law. All he is after is agitation for Biafran. But Binta Nyako, the lawyer, the judge, who is supposed to go about the case of Ñnamdi Kanu, adjourned the matter till November 10. Ñnamdi Kanu will be showing up November 10 before the High Court in Abuja, and the Ipob leader was taken back to the DSS custody. The Ipob leader was arraigned before a federal high court in Abuja on a 7-count charge. Recall that the federal government brought out an amended 7-count charge against Ñnamdi Kanu. And Ñnamdi Kanu matter has been adjourned to November 10, 2021. Tension has arose in Aroshuku as soldiers allegedly killed 5 Ipob members due to they were jubilating because their leader is alive. We have come to the end of the news. Thank you, my listeners, for listening, and do have a blessed day ahead.